skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with him. Like nobody.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight.
I say ninth round.
What?
I say ninth round.
You said ninth?
Yeah.
At a recent press appearance, Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis got into a furious argument, exchanging insults and audacious threats. In response to Gervonta, Lamont Roach highlighted his strong ties to Washington, D.C., saying, "My entire family is from D.C." Given that the pre-fight hysteria implied that Roach's father would be trembling during the fight, Davis strongly recommended Roach not to bring his family.
My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. Yeah.
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this. On
hey,
my kids, he was
never.
shaking.
Don't
Never.
say, bro.
That's cap. What I'm about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
It gotta be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching.
Gotta be. Hey,
Somebody lying.
Good.
hey,
Yeah, somebody lying. Somebody lying.
hey.
Okay, Tank.
Roach and Davis have been rivals since their amateur days. In 2011, they competed at the Amateur Junior Olympics, showcasing their developing skills. Their competitive dynamic was established by this early confrontation, in which both fighters displayed the abilities that would eventually define their professional careers. Davis responded to Paco's verbal jabs during the press conference, telling him to stop the trash talk. He said that such provocations would only strengthen his desire to give a punishing performance in the ring and make Paco pay for it.
I represent if people doubt you, you feel like you're back against the rope and you don't have nobody. I do it for them. Like I feel as though dumb people, like, you feel me? Like,
Okay. And my last question.
Make it a good one.
My last question. My last question. I just want, just for us in here, I want y'all to predict what round.
What round what? What round what?
What y'all say?
What round what?
You know when they start talking, when the people that who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'm gonna beat his ass for y'all talking.
Shit. Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't
Y'all
give a
better
fuck
be
if y'all
quiet.
was
All
quiet,
that
if y'all was,
ski mask and
if
all
y'all was
that.
loud.
We got
if y'all
Mr.
was
Hood over there.
talking
Tank.
Like twisted up. I don't give a fuck
Y'all
about none
can
of
do
that.
whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f them up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
Y'all
gonna get fucked up
y'all
over here.
face
When do
up.
what do I look like getting fucked up?
Okay.
That's-
Assured of his preparation and approach, I envision a 9th round knockout, aiming to end the match conclusively in my favor. Davis said, predicting a decisive outcome for the fight.
I say ninth round.
What?
I say ninth round.
You said ninth?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in the ninth? You know that power curry late.
I know you got some sneaky power. That's what I do know.
What?
Who said that? You said
My
what?
man, no,
You
they
said
said
what?
bet.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet. What's your name? Al, where you from?
In addition to confronting Roach directly, Davis warned Roach's team to avoid trash talking, emphasizing that this behavior strengthens his will to defeat them in the ring.
I'm not gonna lie, Tank. Like, I watch like most of your other press conferences before you get into the ring with somebody. You be dragging, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You be dragging. You feel me? But with Lamont, bro, it's kind of like y'all. It's kind of like the chill approach. I feel like the respect for y'all two is there. Yeah. I want to know how do you kind of balance between having respect for him, but in the ring, knowing like I gotta do my job.
It'd be like, I don't know. It'd be little clips like you see how like me and him was talking, and then somebody else talked like his crew. Mm-hmm. That's what get me up. Like that's what make me like. I always want to prove to somebody that I'm like they not who they are.
You tell when they start talking about that money, that how they bang.
No, not money. Period. Like when they talk shit. Period. That's when I get up for it.
Okay, put you in your bag. Last question, bro.
It feels like a mismatch because many people are criticizing this fight, claiming that Tank shouldn't have faced Roach because he isn't on his level, and that Roach isn't elite enough.
What's up, this your boy Easy Work Boxing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one, baby. I see a lot of Tank fans and penis riders are upset behind the fact that people are saying that Lamont Roach fight is trash, which we all know is trash. You know, the question that I keep hearing when I'm on my live and people get mad when I'm telling them that the fight is trash is, who else was out there for him to fight? Who else could he fight? The question is, who else did he send an offer to? That's the question. Who else could he have sent an offer to instead of him giving us another 130 pounder who hasn't fought anybody just like him? Who else could he have sent the contract to give y'all fans that's out there penis riding and upset at real boxing fans for knowing that Tank is playing y'all?
Addressing the idea that the battle is a trash fight, when asked why he didn't fight Teofimo, Davis responded that the choice to take on Roach was motivated by the current dearth of opponents, pointing out that other possible opponents were already committed to planned bouts. Lopes Davis cited personal reasons. He expressed that Lopez's consistent disrespect towards him as a man influenced his decision to exclude Lopez from his list of potential opponents was friends. Y'all had history, y'all went back and forth back in the day. But W Roach out of all the people, I think a lot of people was they had a scheduled fight for sure. They had a scheduled fight coming up. And another thing with the Teofimo, __. He kept saying all this wow, __. Like monkey this monkey that and like he disrespected me as a man, so that's another reason why I wouldn't give him a fight for sure. But I would fight him like so I don't know it, just the other guys was definitely had a fight coming up, so it was like who I can really fight, you feel me? And he was the one that was calling, well, if I'm not mistaken, he was calling saying that he wanted to fight, and it's like why not help him, help his situation. And I like that, right? But during these press conferences you give him a lot of respect. Like, is this to sell a fight, or is it like to really believe it? I mean, like really though, the only reason why he is good, like don't get me wrong. But come on, he's good. But when it come to fight night, like it's going to be a whole different. Be like renowned trainer Bo Yiss commented on the impending bout, saying it would be a nice battle, but also voicing his support for Davis. He also emphasized the difficulties of confronting Davis, pointing out that he can execute every kind of shot in the ring. He and Tank are, in my opinion, very skilled fighters. You know what I mean when I say that I believe it would be a really excellent fight, but I would have to side with Tank. Lamont will be moving up. What would he have to do to make that fight happen? Oh, he's the champion at 30. With that, you're moving out. What does he need to do to make this competitive? Hey, you don't trade with Tank. Instead, you have to box him up. You know what I mean? Walk him around infuriatingly. Let him drop his guards. And then you do take. But it's hard when you're fighting Tank. It's challenging when you're up against them. Tank sets you up with a variety of shots that you can be defeating. You know what I mean when I say that if you can't punch, you're in trouble. But when it comes to Tank Man, you might say, man, it's going to be a knockout. Because as I mentioned earlier, he won't set you up. I also tell people that Tank and Box will box when he wants to box. I thought he was just a puncher. But you were the first to tell me that he could box. And I started to see it fight after fight. I mean, he's a really terrific boxer. He is a very good man. You get what I mean when I say that you know how to do it all, Not all man. Roach revealed that even before Davis' fight with Hector Garcia, He had been ready to confront Davis for years. This revelation highlights Roach's long-standing desire to face Davis in the ring. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I participated in the Tank Sweepstakes 2 years ago. The Canelo Sweepstakes, as it is known, is where a fighter in our weight class will receive the largest payout. It goes without saying that you will receive a bag if you defeat Canelo. Obviously, if you defeat Tank in the Tank Sweepstakes, you will receive a bag. 2 years ago, before he fought Hector Garcia, I had a call from them. At the time, I was a champion, and Hector was also a champion. It's crazy because I was Hector's mandatory, and he used his same air quotes. That's what I'm doing. I had to wait because Hector used his special privilege to fight Tank instead of me because he didn't want to lose to you. If I lose, I'll fight T because, even if I lose to the champ, I'm still a champ and I can keep fighting. That's a business decision. Although some people have questioned Roach's abilities, insiders know that he is a formidable fighter, and the lack of public awareness about him leads to misconceptions about his ability to defeat Davis, which is why Floyd emerged victorious. What was the lose-lose situation, you asked? What you mean is that he put me in a little circumstance and made me lose, but he believed I would lose. You talk about it like a boxing match or, yes, a boxing fight. But if you don't want to, who are you thinking of? Joseph PZA, my first world title.